tile o'clock.
Drain tile systems are 4-inch perforated pipes that are laid underneath your floor or outside your home in order to gather water up from underneath the floor, run it to a sump pit, and disperse it away from the home. We're here in the city of Chicago. Now in the city we have different drain tile requirements than we do in the suburbs. One, our discharge line must go into the city sewer. Chicago has the only remaining storm and sewer combined system in the area. So everything goes into one pipe. Instead of those black pits you saw before, they want fiberglass installed. Well, instead of having the corrugated pipe you see that we use a lot of times in the suburbs, they want the solid pipe with the holes on the bottom here.
Is there a reason?
They just like it that way. And Chicago likes it that way, we like it that way.
Okay.
We're going to be breaking out the perimeter concrete all around in that house. You can see we're loading it up into one of our dump trucks here. And then we'll be installing this perforated pipe under the floor that'll run to this pit. Instead of being flexible like the corrugated is, it's one straight piece of pipe. We're still going to slope it as we normally do. We just want to make sure those holes are on the bottom.
These drain tiles are pretty big jobs, huh?
Yeah, they definitely can take anywhere from usually 2 to 5 days, depending on the size, access, and what we find when we start digging.
I want to show you an issue we run into sometimes, especially in Chicago. Underneath the slab, it's all big rocks. And it's taking extra time to break that up and then haul it out.
I saw that there's a drain board going up the whole wall.
It looks like the previous homeowners tried to install a drain tile, but when the contractor found all the rocks that we found, they just gave up. And so they did this drain board and then concreted and just let the water flow under. Unfortunately, that didn't stop the basement from flooding.
Probably just made it worse.
Probably.
I assume the reason this pipe has a sock on is so it doesn't get too cold?
It's used to keep debris out of the system.
What are these things right here?
We've got cleanouts. We want to have cleanouts at the bends, and that's part of the code here.
What happens after we lay the drain tile down?
Buckets and buckets of gravel. That way, water will flow and promote proper drainage so that we can really be sure we capture all that water and send it to the pit.
So we've got a bit of a downpour today, but as you can see, the drain tile is already working.
And you're putting a drain board down?
Yeah, just as we did before. We have that dimple board that we put over the top of the gravel and up the wall, so when we pour concrete, we've got a nice gap there, so anything coming from the wall or the cove joint can get right into our tile and we have no leaks.
Well, outside it's pouring rain, but inside we're pouring concrete. Well, it looks like we're all done.
You got it. We've got all the concrete in, so now we're just sweeping up to make the work area nice and clean.
Is that the clean out we saw earlier?
Yeah, that clean out has a little cap on top that you just grab and pull on out, and then you can hose out anything that's in the system or camera it out if you ever want to take a look.
I think this basement's going to be a lot better now that it's not wet.
Yep, absolutely. You can add it to the list of things that aren't better when wet.